Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome to today's Bitcoin update for Wednesday, 22 of June. All right, so right now we are at the moment of truth, and there's a lot of things to talk about Bitcoin at this point of time. And the first things first is that previously we were looking at some sort of a, what do you call this, inverse head and shoulder. Okay, so when the inverse head and shoulder happened, I was expecting Bitcoin to actually come down to $20,700, and that's where this could have been a little bit of a nicer entry level with a stop loss here, 1985, right over there. But one thing I'm going to say is that there could be a little bit of a trap going on for Bitcoin as well. I'm just going to actually make you aware to be really careful. I think I need to make this trend line just like that. And yes, okay, so today's Wednesday. I'm not going to say that Wednesday is actually going to be bad, especially when you have Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. These are not like the very bad days of crypto. And I think that there could be a chances of pumping up today as well, of course. But I do see a lot of problems still with the market, which potentially tells me there could be a lot of problem. Now, yes, there's an inverse head and shoulder, and that's a reversal pattern. But as I always say, the retest must hold for something to be determined as safe. Okay, the retest, when you break out, you go for the retest. That really makes the whole game. It actually makes or breaks the trade. That's the thing. Okay, the successful retest makes your trade, and an unsuccessful retest breaks your trade. And that's where you really have to do your own risk management. What I'm going to do is dive into the 1 hour time frame and talk about the 1 hour time frame as well. We do have some sort of a bear flag, and that's the issue with the Bitcoin right now. So you went down like this, made a bear flag, and yesterday I told you that 20,700 could have been a very amazing entry opportunity. Yes, we were even trying to take this trade on our signals yesterday, but unfortunately our stop losses got taken out, but it was very low. Like our entry was $20,800, and then the stop was down at 20,600. It was like 1% loss, very low risk here, but nonetheless our stop loss were taken away. Now, is it possible for Bitcoin to start to rise from here? It's possible, still possible, but by the end of the day it's possible. But there are some few reasons why it cannot also not play out. And first of all, it's important to discuss, and let's talk about the technical target of the bear flag. So from there to there, clear bear flag on the 1 hour time frame, and you're looking for Bitcoin to still drop you all the way down to 20,000. Let's say $20,000. Okay, $20,000. So if you're about to come down to $20,000, that's just a huge slap to the face of the bulls, by the way, because it's not a good sign. You're not holding the neckline. And that's the issue. As long as you're not holding the neckline, that's a bad sign, and that actually does mean that Bitcoin is not going to go up. Now, there's one more thing that does tell me that this might be even the end of the pump. Okay, it might be the end of the pump. Now, this is technical analysis. You have to consider everything. We're analyzing things. There's no one answer. You just have to go step by step, studying different time frames and then coming up with a conclusion. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to figure out everything. So yesterday, 24,000 was going to be in play for a successful retest of the neckline. Again, if the neckline gets successfully retested, yes, 24,000 is there. But one more thing is, the 55 EMA could have, 2-3 days ago, I actually did talk about Bitcoin potentially coming up to $22,000 for the 55 EMA. I talked this one on the signals too. So you nearly came up to 21,745, just a little bit like $250 away from $22,000. But you can see that right now you might just actually made a cross of the 10 and the 20, and you already broke it out, came down, and you might be finding a retest of the 10 and the 20. But if that bear flag takes you all the way down to $20,000, and that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem that we have to address. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, potential 55 EMA going to act a little bit heavy. What I would say is, if you're going to be moving sideways from here, this one actually is going to come down, and you're going to get a squeeze potentially. If you get this squeeze, you might look for that pop to the upside and then go to $24,000. Or otherwise, if you're not getting successful retest, then this is just going to be a continued trend to the downside. So what is my take about this one? Where are we actually going to go, and what do I think about the market? Okay, my take is, I think the downtrend, but of course that's just my take. You're just gonna have to make sure. I think if you do go to 21,059 here and you take this high of that candle, then there's a good chance you really have made a successful retest and you're gonna go up to $24,000. So just keep these levels in mind. But number one, that bear flag on the 1 hour is in play. Okay, so technically speaking, Bitcoin has to come down to $20,000, and that's the reason why I do say that if you actually come up to 21,059, number one, you broke the bear flag. Number two, you're breaking out this level, confirming an uprise to potentially, the intention would be to go to $24,000. That would be the only possible answer that we get from Bitcoin. Another thing is the daily, and the reason why I say that Bitcoin could be on the verge of actually dropping is the daily time frame and the daily only. So let me open this one in a different exchange so that we can see clearly, so that I can get my message across way more better. All right, so here we are. So Bitcoin on the daily does have a shooting star, and this shooting star can actually have effect, and that's actually something that makes a reversal, especially after you're moving to the upside. So here we are. You already made this is not a shooting star, guys. So that's the shooting star. But it seems like this line is still holding a little bit. Let me actually dive into the 4-hour time frame, and let's check exactly what am I doing here and what's really going on there. Right, on the Q coin, there's this level that I actually draw up, but that's a little bit incorrect right now. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to go into the Binance chart, because that's way more better and way more filtered out. So here we are. That's the inverse head and shoulders over here, and you're actually going below the neckline. There's a little bit of chances to come down to $20,000 once again. So what shooting star really does is actually it pushes the price to the downside. Okay, so let's do Google, and I'm going to show you that shooting star candlestick just like that, and go to the images as well. And boom, we're gonna actually have this one right over there, and you can see that when you go up like this in an uptrend, and then you see that red candle or a green candle with a big long wick to the upside and a red body, small body, that's a shooting star, and it potentially could be indicating a reversal of the prices to the downside. Now, if anyhow you take the highest part of the shooting star, which is going to be 21,700, the best place to actually confirm Bitcoin is going to 24K is if you really take out this level, because you are going to invalidate a bearish pattern. Okay, and that's it for today's update, guys. I'm going to see you in the next one. Hello, Hafiz.